real estate that he's bought so much, and now all the rest of the roster are here to support.
Spotted by the cam early doors. It's done a double shift. Izzy living his life backside. Good for now. Not able to sidestep Paranoia as the utility comes in from B Pacific. They're just going to get shut down immediately. Double from Izzy. Brave there as well. It's a flawless finish to the pistol away from this site.
Brave pushing the issue. He's been sitting on top of A main from before, but because this trap is so deep, he's allowed to get a kill and get out.
So smartly played by Brave. He's not going to make a rookie mistake and go for any more here. Drops back to a deeper line of sight. That smoke will have been spotted, and now the player itself, Paranoia on the jump up. Rose goes down. Brave taking more names and dipping out. This bonus is looking very healthy. And if QutionerX could add fuel to the fire, may just have finished it there. Not going to happen, and now it's Crewen actually that they start to look towards on C again to be a distraction or maybe find an opening.
And taking their time coming back in, which will be a real issue for Eternal Fire here, as they burn through to get on their own time to get onto the spike.
Yeah, a couple of flashes left on Anima. Fault line now available. That goes into the corner to Larok, but his position yet to be checked and walks away with the kill. Crewen in support, laying down suppressive fire on his former teammate. So Brave with 8 points of health is the one required. He's been playing. Utility will be key to cut up these angles on the way in. They walk in dry. It's straight to Brave. That's his first, and it's the breach the opposite way that tees up the second. But the follow-through is weak, and so BBL PCIFIC recover 3 on 3.
Just a moment, a pause again. BBL PCIFIC like to do this, change up their pacings throughout the round, mid-round, take their time. I mean, that's what won the last round. Could be for this one as well. As you look to head back towards C, deja vu from the last round as well. And a deep trap to give away any sort of information which Eternal Fire can move upon.
Not sure if he'd quite heard the first player. They're just going to go for it now. No point jumping over it. Izzy's not going to fall for that. Set up here. Low HP on Larok. That's a kill you'd want to love to try and find, because if he can plant the spike, that's going to be the ult. Izzy over the top, round the corner. They don't know where. While we're here, okay, Larok has immediately demanded the attention. Izzy one back, fight's breaking out almost as soon as the barriers drop. Crewen has found a cute timing out on B. He can wrap around and backstab towards the C site. That's where BBL PCIFIC will start to look. This is where their priorities have lied. The re-clear in the mid-round from Cyder is nice, but Izzy should have no idea about this one. And they're just going to catch him in rotation instead. That's the door open, and they go in through B.
I was wondering if Anima was thinking about going for a quick peek, try and be hot on the heels of his opponent. It's not going to happen. Instead, he's going to go through door, and Rose is there for the taking.
Oh, but you have to win this fight if you're Anima. That's the Hunter's Fury gone. The foundation for post now lost, and it's on to the captain Cyder in the clutch. When you have so many teams as well, the IGL a bit more mixed. Come back, trying to do something by himself. Loita trading out.
No way.
He is offering that set strategy. He's disengaged from C this time. QutionerX is a difficult clear.
At least one player going to go here. No, he's done it somehow. Looking for the second and gets it as well. That's the thing about QutionerX. You ask the question and he won't give you the
player. Back with the op again. He's one of the first responders to this B site.
I mean, comeback's being used to fight behind Brave's TP back. He doesn't know where he is, and well, he'll find out now. Izzy, another player who's under siege and calling for support in the form of Anima. By the trip, Loita goes and manages to almost sidestep the Rolling Thunder heading his way. And as the players try to walk into sight, it's Anima that gets one. Immediately traded though. Look how active the players of BBL PCIFIC are on the site. And QutionerX coming back in with that dreaded
in the underdogs against BBL.
Brave though, he's trying to send it on. And speaking of these two, it's a big 1v1. The Paranoia plays to perfection, but so is the relay ball. It's the shorty who wins out the duel more than anything.
Feels like every single fight you take against Comeback on Lotus is under his terms and conditions. Oh, you want to go up close? Here's the shorty. You want to play at range? I have an operator. almost half of his kills last time out were from the sniper, and I think he might have another chance here. A boatload of damage from Anima's Judge, but still left standing. It's the rest of BBL PCIFIC you've got to look to make this happen, because Eternal Fire are thinning out that herd.
Yeah, Rose and Larocque were thinking of going elsewhere. You could see the space that Crewen was being allowed towards B, but instead it's back towards A. And it's a Judge at long range that just will not get much effectiveness at all. Spike going down with relative ease as well.
Ambitious, really, from Anima. He was in such a difficult position, hands tied, needed the info, couldn't get it. Now QutionerX dropping in, still has the nade. There's barely anything to combine this with. Plants on the corner, but Izzy's now gone. Round should be all but
playing. Do you remember it, Hazard?
I do. It's back in Ascension. That was at what, 13-2 against Ultimates, something like that.
Yeah. I remember before the series even started, speaking to some Turkish talent, they said, I don't think that these guys are going to be the ones to represent us and take it home. Well, look where they are now, taking everything home. No response, nothing.
Cage triggered.
Couple kills either way. BBL PCIFIC again found themselves at an advantage, but now it's all even. And Cyder has to try and protect the B site, which he doesn't do successfully. Allows BBL PCIFIC in, and the spike point potentially to be planted.
That's the question. Do they want to do this, or go one step further and move towards C? As I said before, about half of the post plants we've seen so far from BBL PCIFIC have been over towards this side of the map. They're going to gut it out, knowing as well that Izzy has been playing towards A, and with his headwear removed, that's the information for Eternal Fire. Brave in a great position early on. He's just here to stop any kind of aggression.
So low. This shorty could be enough, especially at the range closing. You can see Brave dancing with the idea of going into the smoke, but now BBL PCIFIC thinking about main. And as he's been seen, Brave combines. Paranoia can't come in, but it's whether they find comeback or comeback will find Jure!
Fire need 5.
They do. That's what they got the last time these two played on Lotus. And well, it looks like they could have the chance to. Instead, it's the salvos that do the work rather than Brave's rifle, although when it's introduced, it definitely gets maximum effectiveness. Able to escape as well and keep that utility alive for the rest of the round.
BBL PCIFIC were thinking he might have TP'd behind them, but it's this site defense now you've got to worry about. Rose again jumping in as the bait. It works perfectly. Got to be brave. Got to be big. But it isn't. Fall short, 2-on-2.
Well, you've still got Anima's full belt to come back in on Hazard to work with, but Rose has gone walkies.
There's the bullets from the gun instead, 4 HP, and now we look to Rose at being the saviour of this round. Crewen can hold them as long as he likes, but it's Rose with the backstab. The killing blow. Anima walking back into a 1 versus 2 against the team which he's only ever been able to beat once. 7 appearances, 6 losses.
1 enemy remaining.
But no less than 30 kills in every match he's played. This is his chance. Stun onto Crewen, up over the top. From that trend of which Eternal Fire, Core of Howl, have consistently been on the receiving end. Only 2 maps won in the last 10. This looking just as close as the rest, really. Started off decent, back towards A now. BBL PCIFIC have peeled away. Rose to try and fill the gap, but he's already been noted by the Q of the cage. Up close is Izzy, bearing on down, but the captain stood his ground. And with that precious real estate, flood back out towards the grass position, but it's the deep lurk of Brave that has to go big. Ghost in his hands, he's gonna drop. Next player's up inside the site is QutionerX and Anima, both off for the back-to-back Turkish champs. First of their kind. Such a volatile region, yet they're able to find consistency. This next round, where Eternal Fire want to get chaotic with it, they have a little extra money from the spike plant, but that's as far as it goes. The Guardians are the safe pair of hands that should stop this. Anima's classic goes off, though. And now it's a 3-on-2. Cyder as well. They're peeking into 2 players. What am I seeing? Come back to save it. The Outlaw versus...
Straight away. Oh my god, hello. Brave tried to beat the mark, and Rose has even got one better. The fact that that second bolt doesn't clear towards B and Crewen's under siege, BBL PCIFIC know they need to get a move on. A foot race to try and support the last two remaining players on the C side.
In the body of the Cypher, Cutioner to satchel in.
It's already in. The Stinger, in the end, finally gets the kill. Remember, still got an advantage towards Pacific, and with comebacks here, you know he's going to get some sort of value. Although he gets caught out, it's Crewen who gets most of the lot done. Back to a 2v2, and Loita is very low on HP. So you've got to depend on Rose here. Spike still to make its way in.
Just held at a bit of a deadlock. Brave has managed to beat the defense, find a gap in the armor. Rose still phantom in hand, has an idea, and now he's aware of it. That's the gun barrel betraying Brave. 2v1 for Cyder. Only a pistol in his hands.
And a full belt of utility on Pacific. It doesn't get easier. I mean, the fact that you've got an owl drone there as well to clear out is unbelievable. At this stage in the round as well.
30 seconds left.
An in-game leader who brought experience from under BBL's best. Aslan leading him. No extremity control. Anima concerned with the possibility of a C push. BBL Pacific in position to react to anything instantly. QutionerX goes up high, but the showstopper is cut short. The fuse finished, and only now do they begin to explore outside of A, for example. If you're Brave, that's a fake, which falls upon deaf ears. Late lunge towards C. Crewen, the one you've got to beat, and he's passed every test so far with flying colours.
All the utility to work with as well. Just one
left.
cage held in pocket. Could even use the ultimate if needed. Well, first cage is being used and the second cage drop. Armigate getting in, and somehow Kevin's got the kill. Loita's here to support, and it is looking like 12. Passing the marks with flying colours. Just BBL Pacific to get into the right position. The utility being traded either way, but still there isn't a pick, and I think that's the longest we've gone. Well, QutionerX will break that silence. At the same time, Crewen walks up C. This assault still continues, and BBL Pacific continue to hemorrhage players. Now, Loita, entry, grows around, and for which BBL Pacific need to work from. Now, Crewen being played in.
Hang on, this is a huge opportunity. Oh, it just went missing for Crewen. That was his chance. Two players that could have lined up. Now on to Loita. It has been tournament MVP performance worthy, this campaign for him in Challengers EMEA so far. But you're asking of an ace clutch from the 2 versus 5 position for him to do it all. And with only a smoke, a second about to pop up, Loita has his fourth. The final kill awaits. QutionerX not yet spotted, but so close to his position. The ult used for information, a fake away. He's on the rope. Loita to clear it, to ace the map! He has done it! This is your MVP in waiting! He... Too long. The one key thing for me, though, is that trap which remains on the backside cross. Sure, the pathing from QT goes the front side, but there's the real possibility that someone doesn't clear this, that he could maybe steal a kill. It's be Brave that breaks it instead, so Eternal Fire in scot-free. Util for them to work with in post. BBL Pacific back with some of their own.
Yeah, straight back in, looking to take this fast and take it clean. It's not as clean as what they'd like, because they've already lost one player, but it's nearly darn good. The only one player lost is BBL Pacific. Well,
in the belly of the beast, up the guts. Come back again, which has landed the shot anyway. 10 points of health for Brave. He's been low in market and done plenty more before, but Rose is already closing in.
I mean, the full team are starting to close in, especially with the kills that they're picking up. I mean, Larocque gets a judge kill, comeback, finally finishes off what scraps he had left, and the players of Eternal Fire try to make their way onto site. The only issue is there's so many avenues where there's dangers lurking around the corner. Izzy somehow managed to get a luck kill through vents. Eternal Fire still not comfortable in their position, and they'll go for the safe plan.
They get it for now, but Garage is
Spike
such an
planted.
issue. Comeback and Rose both walking up, and Eternal Fire are pinned in position.
Still a flash to be used, could be information. Cutioner gets information of his own. Izzy up on
remaining.
rafters, managing to play all the players out. Laurent base towards A side. Rose into the back lines, and Braves here to contest and caught off guard.
Yeah, they had no idea.
Pacifics.
Custodian, captain,
Satchel out. 30
the
seconds left.
4 which made the final, has to stand his ground. Flashes round one corner, looking for the next reveal on the wrong player. Cutioner was low, but Rose couldn't react quick enough. And now BBL come into the retake.
Yeah, Crewen's already got Izzy, a player who was high on health, and now it's up to Cutioner.
It's way down on you after a while.
Yeah, I was just going to say though, like, coming back to the map though, like, comebacks already in EMEA, this is something time and time again that we've seen come through. Eternal Fire decide not to deal with it. So when we come back to this, BBL Pacific already have a stack on the B side. Coming in, they got the first couple picks, but after that, it's a disaster. And the BBL Pacific make it look so easy. Anima though, comes back twice. A Sheriff only in hand to go up against the 2 remaining. One of which is that raid boss himself. A stun to stop him being scoped. And now it's a 1 versus 1. A rolling thunder to concuss. Come back, but he's
30
escaped.
seconds left.
Oh,
Crewen
Anima!
the canary in the coal mine. But with Izzy finding that one towards tower, how much
30
can
seconds left.
this one man's classic do? They're going back to B. I mean, Crewen can call this, and BBL Pacific respond. Cutie's already here. It's all over the place. He gets the kill and the information. Too little, too late, perhaps. 15 seconds for that plant.
Oh, this ultimate doesn't work out. Loita's classic does, and
Pacific are
Comeback
here.
has a rifle to work with. He had blades, for God's sake. He didn't need it. Time's low. A denial
time.
spike would have been enough, and that's all it is. BBL Pacific.
Stealth drone going in. Loita does get spotted. Cutioner pathing around the side of the cage, able to find the kill onto him as well. Locked in, looking for rafters. That's where Larok lies. 2 quick headshots straight out of the Vandal. Crewen will get stunned in this corner on the clear inside. Makes certain of it. Comeback flick. Crosshair in the right place. But still no kill. So the captain must clutch 1 versus 2.
An unsung hero, a player who has probably one of the best reads in all of Tier 2 as to what's happening. Leads his team by example. And does.
I mean, look, if you're Eternal Fire, you lose here. Hey, what do? We go into that grand final, maybe? We get that far? It's the rematch benefit, something like that? No, Brave wants to fight now. They're going to go down swinging, regardless of what happens. So 4 versus 2. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Eternal Fire have found all too much. Rose goes down. I already know they've done
Quite caught
Should
it.
have.
Yeah,
it did.
seems
Side of the
a-
screen.
Oh, maybe it didn't. Rose just jump peaks and gives his life away. Comeback left alone on the B side. The players that could support are in heaven.
Pacific will not panic. They can hold their nerve for now. Comeback trying to escape, but it's into the salvos that he goes. A lick of damage. Loita dropping down. It is ambitious at best. Yeah, he'll respect the first salvo. It doesn't go much further than that. Finally suppressed, he's forced to move away. Cyder, one of the first players to go in blind, but not dead. Larok, he goes forwards into the open arms of Anima. That's 2 kills back. Comeback wants to reply. A second flick from his op is wicked. 3 versus 2 now, man advantage. BBL Pacific with bodies in the sight.
Oh, Comeback with the movement error. It doesn't work out, but the support does. Now Izzy, 2v1, has picked up a rifle and is known about.
Revealed once again, just for good measure. Players peeking around, got to be careful that they don't line up. He'll back away.
As for this round though, Hazard, you've got to be looking at Rose coming late through vents. The players explode onto site and confirm the first 2 kills.
Brilliant opening picks. Just go up in a powder keg.
Spike planted.
Retake coming through, Cage giving away so much information. And whether you go towards screens or assault the heavens, hoping for a gift from God himself.
I mean, there is only one God in this server. And it seems to be that man on your screen right now. Comeback, the Turkish god. The man that just can't be defeated. Look at this Eternal Fire. They don't want to try CT because they know who they have to go up against. And more space being given up by Eternal Fire as BBL PCIFIC make inroads in towards A Heaven. Loita takes out Cyder and they'll grab Izzy. A 2-for-1 deal. Although
Anima,
still
this is the
holding
chance.
on. Oh, can't get any more though, Hazza. And now the last two remaining players come in.
Anima's given them a bit of a lifeline here though. Questioner into the retake, does have the nade in his pocket, and Brave, without a star I believe, not too much that he can do to help other than land some shots. It's a trade out from his position by QT. Just maybe.
Scout
A couple more guest slots to be taken. To earn them. For now though, Questioner, the first comeback. What? Loita actually just stuck that.
Yeah, we're at that part of the map. We're at that part of the map in this round. That is Izzy, who has a cam and has seen Rose. Knows that this is now going to be under siege. Crewen deposited towards Heaven to hold on to stop any sort of support that Izzy could get.
Blinded.
They know where the Cypher could be and the spam comes in.
30 seconds
Top
left.
cut duelist last year, now on the Sentinel, under the microscope. 1 foot already in the grave. Rose will dig him a little bit deeper. 3 on 2. I mean, only a man advantage for BBL PCIFIC right now. A little bit of time bought by the Cypher. The comeback's up close, and as he moves away from his iron sights, BBL PCIFIC have already set their sights on an 11th round.
Seems to be, but it is Brave who has to come back in. And while I know everyone is thinking this is all but done, I would not count this man out at any opportunity. Although, with that camping and the fact that Brave hasn't had a chance to get rid of that tag, you're now thinking, with the time, that it's all done. This is the lurker. Let's start to go towards elsewhere on the map, especially since Pacific are showing presence in mid. This is not necessarily a good take, though, because look at the inroads that Pacific are making here.
Trap from Crewen felt a little bit ambitious, could have been caught out there. BBL PCIFIC shown on the cam. Family photo of the force that's approaching. Izzy flashed out, still on the angle. Spraying down, can't quite transfer. Stick the landing. Showstopper in as a response to tower being taken by Questioner, but nothing, and now Cyder is on an island.
Grenade!
That's an island that can feel lonely sometimes and entrapped, circled by waters, and there's sharks all around as well. Animas went for a jump spot and now plays inside her. Comeback, caught off guard, and so is the whole of BBL PCIFIC. A 3 versus 2 in which to work with would suggest that this should be an Eternal Fire round. But BBL PCIFIC already get the equaliser.
To work with, one of them Izzy's.
Get out of my way!
The reload. Yeah. I mean, he's able to get the trade, or at least get one, right? That's the big thing here. It's now Brave who needs to at least come away with one, but I don't even think he'll get the chance. Look at the players that are coming behind, looking to get rid of the Astra player. The Armageddon pushed in, and it's not got anything. It's not going to get anything at all. Eternal Fire, they're struggling to hold on here. Anima known about because of the Seekers and pushed all the way back, but it's Crewen to come in. And oh, okay. Players are trying to force the mid space. Cyder is maybe taking a step too far for my liking. Brought low. Still, BBL PCIFIC hold on towards mid, touching the trap, will forfeit your life. That's a nice ping out from all the players, but doesn't get anything from it. That was the hat off the head.
BBL PCIFIC have been fixated on this mid control, breaking the trap, the Cypher setup, something which Eternal Fire have been getting some value from. But then there's a real lack of presence elsewhere on the map while that trap's doing the heavy lifting, while you know BBL PCIFIC have this space. I'm looking towards the main specifically, and as I say before, it's this stylistic difference as they like to set up for the site hold. Brave the one jumping. Back clearing. It's just brilliant how he waits to take that timing on the jump so he knows he gets a snatch at it. Gonna miss this time. The execute 3v5. 2v5. 1v5.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm not even going to talk about that.
So when Izzy walks back, this is an angle he has to be aware of. If he's not, he may lose his life. But he's just going to shuffle on past instead. A little cha-cha slide to the screen's position, but BBL PCIFIC have the sight to win the game.
Yeah, but look at that last trap that's not been broken just yet. That's going to be a problem, which Rosé will get rid of. And now BBL PCIFIC can be safe in their positions, knowing that they've taken away all of Eternal Fire's passive information. Although first in, Cyder gone. The players of Eternal Fire trying to force their way through. But look, it's all Brave who's managing to get themselves into a position. Crewen now having to try and clutch up in a 1v1. Camera out for extra information, but has to jump spot instead. Here's the first tap. Counts his Mississippi's.